any of those.
Oh, dude.
I'd take one.
I used to work at a no. I used to work at a bar that was closing down, and the owner was just like, you can just take kind of whatever. So I have a million bar glasses and shit. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I have like a giant pitcher that I just put like tongs and shit in.
Good.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He walks out of the kitchen, and I'm just walking away with like a fucking like a huge thing of like glasses and shit. Yeah,
he's just foraging from like whatever.
His life is just falling apart, and I'm just like,
he's like, I lost my entire savings that I've like saved my whole life into this business.
To be fair, it was a horrible.
You're like, thanks, boss.
Yeah, the clientele was like old, tasteless white ladies.
Oh, dude, this nice guy owned.
Well, is delicious, and we don't work at for all the people listening. We don't.
Yeah. What is that
definitely
place? Don't even know what that
I don't
is.
even. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Okay, so we started.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're just getting right into it. We're just getting right into it.
Yeah, I mean,
all
fuck
right.
it, right?
Yeah. No. Okay. All right.
But yeah, this guy, he walks out of the kitchen, and I just have this huge armful of glasses, and we just make eye contact, and I stop, and then he just like, I just turn around and walk out, and he just shakes his head. He's like
this guy.
My life is in shambles.
You're just like scavenging on this shambled life.
I was like, shit, bro, I'm gonna move out soon. I'm gonna need some glasses and shit.
It's like, hey,
so I took like all of
can I
them.
take this picture? Like,
yeah, I was just like, can I take some of these? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so I took like half of them.
That's funny. Where's this bar? What bar was it?
It was near my parents' house. It was it wasn't necessarily a bar. I mean, it had a bar. They didn't even have a liquor license. It was just beer.
Sold alcohol.
But it was like this shitty seafood place. The
Funny
cook
night.
there was hilarious.
I bet.
It was this old redneck guy, probably racist, but he was just like so miserable that it was like it was kind of funny in an abstract way, you know?
Yeah.
Like he showed up, he worked literally every day, all day, like 7 days a week, doubles. There wasn't
Has
another
no
cook.
life outside that place.
Yeah, there wasn't another cook, and like every day he would just like he had like 3 things to talk about, and one of them was guns. Like he has like 300 guns.
He would just wake up every morning, put a gun in his mouth, and
Yeah.
like, wait.
He would just
cook this
he would just like
if I'm
tell
not there?
he would just tell the same story about a guy, his friend who died, who had like 1,000,000 guns and left all of them to him.
Awesome.
So he just has 1,000,000 guns.
I have a friend like that. I'm just waiting for him to die, so I can get all his guns. That's a good friend to have.
I mean, yeah, for one way or another, having a friend with a lot of guns is a good plan.
It's a
you know.
good and a bad thing. It's like you want that friend to be like not psychotic, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk into the mic. I don't think they'll be
sorry.
able to hear you that way.
Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saed like that was like around your home, like where you grew up and stuff. Where is that again? You grew up like north of here? A little
I grew up in the Ukraine.
bit? In the Ukraine.
Yeah,
He was like, I had to leave since the war
my
started.
hometown is just it's been completely incinerated by white phosphorus.
By white phosphorus.
You know, that beautiful rain of fire.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right,
For the-
time for our musical guest, Bong. Yeah, that place I worked at, a lot of interesting characters, I gotta say.
That's a song of my people.
Yeah. He's just speaking Arabic. We got Russell Peters on the mic, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. There was one guy who would just come in and just make up stories about him working for the CIA.
Bro, I love those guys. Have you seen that video where the guy's like, me and my gang used to run all of LA, and it was just a bunch of people like Cap. They're just looking at him, they're like, what was the gang called? It was just like the scrunniest. Think of like that guy, you know, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm naming. Imagine that guy.
So just average crackhead
just an
looking
average
guy.
crackhead looking guy, and he's like, we used to run LA, and they're like, this is all like, he's like, before your time, before the Bloods and Crips, and it's like he was like 30s. He's in his 30s, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always indulge those people.
Me
you know?
too. I'm like, oh, so what was the gang called? Why'd you do it?
Yeah.
What was your main source of like income? Did
Yeah.
you guys traffic women?
Just see how far it goes, you know.
Hell yeah.
There used to be a guy at my old gym who would He would just like tell a new story. This guy was like 20, and he would just say a new story about how he was on cocaine for 10 years. It's like, oh, you were on cocaine since you were 10 years old? Bro, what the fuck?
There's some crack, baby.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He said that he won like $750,000 in a barrel race, you know, where you like race around barrels with a horse.
What? No, I don't. What is racing around a barrel? What?
It's like you have like, I don't know, I guess there's like a course or whatever, and you race a horse through it. I have no idea.
So he made 750 grand from that.
He said that he won 750 grand at a barrel racing competition.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was just sitting there like, okay,
what are
where's
you
that?
doing
Yeah,
here?
I was like,
I was
like, so you live with your parents, right? He's like, yeah. I put it all in stocks. I'm just saving it.
Smart move.
And I was like, yeah, you're a genius, bro.
That's not saving. If you put in stocks, you can lose all of it. You know?
I was like, yeah, you're pretty much a genius for that one. I gotta say.
Can you be my mentor? Like,
yeah.
Just that guy. I was like, hey man, can you control my life and money financially?
I should just to see where that would take me, you know. Musical guest Bong again.
Ooh. Yeah, long day.
Long day.
Long day of just sitting around and not doing anything.
That will take the piss out of you, I gotta say.
It did. I actually just played Red Dead all morning with my friend. Like, we were just playing, and he's just
the
like,
Red Dead Online
the
lynch
Red Dead
mob.
Online lynch mob, exactly that. Just straight up hanging people. That's all
Yeah.
we did. We just harass people. I get messages from like 13-year-olds. They're like, I'm just trying to revive my horse. I'm like, fuck you. That's what you get for coming on here. How dare you think you can ride in the same like area as me? Yeah, man.
How dare you exist in the same digital space as me? I will kill you.
How dare you even like come on my server, bro? Yeah, man.
That's what my restaurant manager said.
Yeah. You do any mics and shit yesterday?
No. I don't.
You're going.
Yes. Oh no, I actually do remember what I did. I ate half an edible yesterday, like a weed gummy, and I watched a Chinese movie with my brother.
Nice.
About a guy with like a really cool sword.
Okay.
And every time you thought he was like about to be defeated, you just like the sword just had another thing that would just kill the bad guy out of nowhere.
So it's an Indian Chinese movie. Okay.
Oh, it was fantastic, dude. Like there was like at one point he was like on his knees, you know, like about to get killed or whatever, and there's a bad guy like standing just out of his reach, and they're just like laughing at him like, your puny sword can't kill me, and then his sword just extends another meter and stabs the guy. He's like, oh, he's like, you can't kill me after all. No.
Like, who saw that coming?
Yeah, I know. There was another scene where he's like stabbing this guy, and then two other guys try and rush him from the sides, and his sword just has two other swords open up from the sides and kill those guys.
A magical sword.
Yeah, it was insane.
Awesome.
It was insane. There was another scene in this movie. It's probably my favorite scene. This guy completely came out of nowhere. He was like, just no exposition for this, and he has this huge mechanical arm that extends and like grabs the guy. But the main character, his sword, he's like, all right, I've been going easy on you this whole time. This is actually a fucking dope ass sword. It just like starts charging up with lightning and shit. And then he stabs the guy, and like it just completely melts his insides, and then it flings him through the roof.
Very hot.
It was insane.
I love that. I love how you and your brother never. Anytime I've heard you guys talk about a movie, it's not in English. It's like you guys just always watch some Indian movies, some like Chinese movies,
bro.
Korean.
Fucking, that's what it takes to impress me these days. Yeah. You know, like I can't watch a movie that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining.
Yeah. I've been watching. I just been watching like Korean zombie flicks. You know. Like the Train to Busan. All
yeah,
of Us
good
Are
one.
Dead. Have you seen All of Us Are Dead?
No.
Oh, it's so good. I think it's the same guy who did it because they like refer to it in the show. They refer to like the Train to Busan, and like it's just like these kids in like a high school, and it's like a high school zombie movie, but it's like a really good zombie movie. You know how they turn it into like a K-drama?
Yeah.
Where there's like a love interest and everything. I'm like, dude, there's zombies raiding your country. It's like, how are you still trying to get pussy?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but like, I know all of our friends are dead.
Yeah, the zombie movie subplots never fail to amaze me.
Oh yeah, it's like dude, my dick would be like shriveled for like the next few years. Like there's literally things trying to eat me. How I can't fuck you right now. Like
right,
get it up.
Right. Like I just saw some person's face melt off. Like I'm not about it.
Yeah.
My dick is not. Well, if your dick is hard, then there's other problems.
There's
you know.
There's what's that comic's name? It's some comic. He's a black guy. He did a bit about how when like Maggie and Glenn and The Walking Dead, they're like walking for like 100 days, and
Yeah.
then randomly they like fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you know that episode where
With
they
the
fuck?
nastiest smelling dick of all
Yeah,
time,
it's
too.
like, what? Not a shower, no river nearby to bathe in, no Febreze, no nothing. They
Bro.
just like straight up went down.
I won't fuck if I don't shower after the gym, dude. I will be like, dude, this is like I don't.
Yeah, but that's like you, right? Like, see, that like, your girlfriend is the one who has to deal with that, you know? It's not like you're
Yeah.
like, oh, my cock stinks, I hate this experience.
Sometimes, I mean, you're uncircumcised, right?
Yeah, I do.
So
do a joke
sometimes,
about it.
like, you know, it's.
I am circumcised.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, that's a joke I do where I'm like, I'm circumcised, her vagina's all blurry, like for the.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you just? Like,
I'm
rolling-
uncircumcised,
so you're just like,
anyways.
okay. All right.
Once in a while, you know, like if I don't, if it gets like too nasty, like.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes you roll back the fucking burrito and it's
Oh my
just like
God.
you just get hit with it, dude.
Oh my
It's like
God,
a fucking
really?
Oh, dude.
I can imagine it's like an armpit for your like.
Yeah, it is,
You know
it
what
is,
I mean?
it
It's
is,
just
you know,
this
'cause,
thing
like-
you lift.
yeah.
And get a whiff of.
Because when it starts
didn't know
sweating,
that.
you know,
I
it's
did not
it's
know
like yeah, dude. It's literally an armpit for your
I'm
dick.
glad like you told me about that because like guys don't talk about things like that. You know, like women. I wonder if women talk about their labia sizes. It's like yeah, my lips once I spread them. You know? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
as
my
fuck.
labia is like
So you're
like
saying
armpits
you
for
go
my
to the
dick.
gym, you work out, you get like knowing you work out a lot. You actually get in there, you get like
Oh, dude.
like, you be in there for hours.
You
You're
gotta.
doing heavy weights. You're doing like cardio. You're doing everything.
No
And then you
cardio.
come-
Cardio's
no
gay.
cardio. Well, cardio is pretty gay. But see, you're in good shape. You're there all day lifting weights. You're sweating because, like, I've lent you my jacket before and got to the back just, like, sweat smell like fucking this guy works
What?
out. Yeah,
When?
motherfucker. Like, I gave you a jacket once in winter and I was like, how does this smell like inside of a gym? But that's not you. It's okay. That's like you work out. That's a good thing, you know?
Oh, actually,
But,
I do
like,
remember that.
That
Sorry.
means you come back home with this like sweat cheese dick that like you can roll back this like
Oh, yeah, dude.
hidden skunk smell.
You want to smell it right now?
Like no, I'm okay. I know you just came back from the gym. You know what? We'll save it for later. Ask me in like 30 minutes.
Okay, off air.
Ask
yeah.
me when I finish this tall woman. Yeah, no. So you're saying you do that? You come home with a sweaty fucking dick, and then you're like, you have the option to shower and then fuck your girlfriend, but you're like, no, I'm gonna go fuck her first and then shower. Like, and then she agrees. She's like, yes, back home in Ukraine. Like, this is what the smell of dead bodies. I'm used to it, you know? Like, oh, that amazes me. I love that.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that I won't do that. Like
Oh.
yeah.
You just let me go on and berate you for that? Like,
No.
For like the past, okay, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you finish your sentence, of
Yeah,
course.
that's
No,
nice
but
of you. That's good hosting.
but no, that's what I'm saying is that like you don't do that. Like
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Nah, dude. I feel like out of like hatred, I might do that to someone if I'm dating a girl that I don't
Right.
like anymore. I'm like, you know what? Like I'm at the shower, I rolled back my foreskin, got the whiff.
Hey, bitch, give me a
And I'm
nose
like,
job.
Yeah. Like, babe, I want you to like blow me, but just like rub your nose up and down my cock. Like, what? Give me the old Jewish blowjob, you know, a Jew job. Yeah, man.
Just wrap your nose around it.
Like, yeah, that's when it comes handy when you date a girl with a big nose. You know what I mean? She tries to like deep throat you, but her nose just stops it. It's like her nose and your cock is the same size. You can't move forward. It's like, oh yeah,
You just gotta get pegged with the nose.
dude. Have you? I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind. Go on. That just reminded me of something.
I think I
horrible.
know exactly what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna?
I have
say?
my friend actually told me. I'm not gonna name drop him because he told me to never tell anyone this story. But not that you would know him anyways. But one day his girl was like bent over without pants or anything, and he was like, I think it'd be hot if I like ate her out from the back.
Okay.
And he started eating her out, and then like when he pulled his face away, there's like poop on his nose.
Oh god. Ew, dude, what the fuck? That's such a like a surprise. You know what? How do you not smell it? Like, how it's like
You
on
would-
your nose, literally.
You would
like,
think.
this guy's eating pussy on COVID, bro. Like he's like, it's no sense of smell. Come on, that's disgusting.
Well, I mean, you know, you're not exactly breathing through your nose when it's stuffed in an
Yeah,
asshole.
but like, I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta check first. I'll look at it. You know what I mean?
Right, at
Just
least
like,
look at. But like, here's the
yeah.
thing: like when you're like stuffing your face in there, like it's going in the
It's
asshole.
already there, yeah.
It's in
It's
there.
already
Like you're
there.
not.
What are you gonna do? Like
Yeah.
move your face back and be like, oh, there's shit on my nose. It's like, no, you gotta keep going. You're just like, alright.
Do you
Later.
know?
Yeah. Would you just keep eating? Like you're like, ah. Yeah, no, that's disgusting, man. I remember when I was in high school, a friend of mine was like really worried, and he was like, man, like he was dating this girl named Jennifer, and he's like, yeah, me and Jennifer, we like, like I was eating her out, and I put in 3 Skittles inside her pussy and tried to eat it out.
Taste the rainbow.
He tried to taste the rainbow out of her, literally. And they only retrieved 2. So this couple is literally worried. They're every day they're sitting at lunch being like, oh no, it still hasn't come out. Her body absorbed a Skittle, like from her vagina.
It's not a... She's gonna think she had a miscarriage, but it's just a red Skittle. Like my fetus.
It's like a little, just like a little fetus. It's like, oh god, that's fucking disgusting.
What if it actually like she just has like a Skittle baby?
Like it's just like the most adorable, sweetest baby.
It gets her pregnant and it comes out. It's like a fucking monster.
It's like a Skittle.
It has like tentacles and shit.
That sounds hot to me now. Like, can you imagine your wife giving birth to a Skittle tentacle monster? That's like 2 favorite things, bro. Skittles and hentai. Come on. Like that's exactly what. Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious now. Be honest. How deep are you into that?
Into what?
Hentai?
Not really. Not too much. I don't even watch that much anime. Not gonna lie. Like I do a lot of humor. Like I have a lot of jokes about it.
Right.
In like my set, but I don't really like. Like I remember when I first discovered it, I was like, whoa, because like everybody wanted like as a kid, like my friend was like, what was the first person, like who's your first celebrity crush? I'm like Misty from Pokemon, bro. Everybody wanted to fuck Misty from Pokemon in my grade, you know what I mean? So like when you discover hentai, you're like, wait, I can watch Misty get fucked by like Blastoise or something, you know? Like yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, I mean, how are you not gonna peel your eyes away from that? How am I
not gonna watch Brock and Ash fuck Misty right now in front of the fucking like, one guy? You know, I forgot his name, the trainer guy.
Like, the cuck.
Yeah, he's the cuck. He's just sitting there. He's just like, you're never gonna be a fucking Pokemon master if you don't get through Misty. It was a team building exercise.
No, that makes sense. It makes sense.
Let me ask you something. How old were you when you first started watching porn?
Dude, I was maybe like 11 or 12, bro.
And
honestly,
that would make you 6th grade.
Because I remember the first time I busted a nut, it wasn't even like I didn't even like you know.
No, you're doing that.
No. Yeah. I was like, holy shit! Like, what was that? And like nothing like really came out. It was just like because I didn't. My factory wasn't really producing much there at the time, you know.
The factory.
I didn't even fucking hit puberty yet. Yeah. I was just like, fuck it, dude. It's hard. I'm gonna see what happens. I mean, I've heard about this shit, so we're going in. And then it was like, it was almost painful. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like,
Yeah, I was like, oh
god,
what the fuck?
Ow, but in a good way, mate.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, exactly. I was like, is something wrong with me? Did I just give myself fucking testicular cancer, bro?
Man. Like, I've never, like, even, like, as an adult, you think about the things you kind of just put away. My older brother was literally the one who showed me pornography. So, it's so weird. We never bring it up to each other. Now we're, like, both adults. Never has anyone brought it up. He just, like, shows me pornography one day. And then just, like, never talks to me again about it. And I was in, like, 5th grade. So now here's this thing where you just, like, tell this kid. It's like, hey, like, only websites I knew at the time was, like, YouTube and, like, Google. You know what I mean? Like here,
you can bring the mic closer if you want, or the chair.
Move up my chair. Yeah, no, dude. Like, he shows it to me. We both watch something. I was like, huh, what is this weird feeling like in my pants? And then, yeah. Anytime after that, like if no one's home, it's like pornography, right?
It's porn time.
Watch porn time. Yeah. It's like it went from SpongeBob to like watching someone get sponged down, you know.
Sandy's cheeks.
Yeah, so watching Sandy cheeks to watching Sandy's cheeks. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching Squidward's tentacles, now I'm watching like hentai tentacles. Yeah. But no, it's interesting. Like
I was scared of that kind of thing. Like I kind of purposefully never really got into it because I saw like in like junior high and high school what it did to the kids who like got really into it, you know.
Yeah.
And like when you kind of get all your social development from that, it becomes a huge problem.
No,
because
definitely.
nobody acts like that in real life, you know. Like anime is written by dudes who don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Like they don't socialize.
That's true.
It's just their idea of what socializing might be.
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you watch like the dubbed like Chinese movies, even like all the dubbing is just like these white people's impression of a Chinese person that they've never met a Chinese person, so they don't know. They're just like going off what they think they would sound like based on what they look like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I like think about that too, where it's like, cause like I grew up watching Indian movies and they're like dubbed now in English from like Netflix and stuff. You can watch it like that, right? So it's like, in India, it's like he sounds like, hey, how you doing or whatnot. And then, like you do the English stuff, it's like, hey guys, we have to go over there. We have to go get him over there. And I'm like, this guy doesn't fucking, you know, it throws off the whole like, it throws off the whole feeling of the movie for me. Just 'cause I'm like, here's this person who's like badass, but now I can't take him seriously if he sounds like a fucking teenager, you know.
But I'm saying, imagine like if the way people dub those movies, they actually talk to you in person like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, that's what anime people are.
Yeah. No, I feel that, yeah.
You know, I saw, you know, those weird kids that, I mean, I'm glad that they're happy if they are happy, and if they're miserable, then, I mean, oh well. But
I actually remember like the day at elementary school where like all my friends got into anime. Like it was like we were playing basketball during recess or like tag and stuff, right? And it's like 3rd, 4th grade. And like one day, like my friends are just like running around. They're like Naruto running, you know, and like I saw the divide. It's like the peer pressure, right? It's like here's everybody being like, "What the fuck are they doing? They're so stupid." And you have to either be like, "No, they're not. Like they're my friends," or you're like, "Yeah, that's pretty stupid." And then you see it, and then these kids
getting
are, like,
older is
around.
being both.
Yeah, that's true. It's by being like, yeah, I accept both of these qualities of myself. But as a kid, it's like it was stupid because I watched that. I see like, my friend running around, charging up his hand, and like putting it on someone's chest, and being like, ah,
right,
in front of like the girl he's been like trying to talk to. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I like this girl. I'm like, yeah, now she's not gonna fuck you. Just like kamehameha to your friend out of existence.
Bro, you just side blasted your boy.
You just side blasted your boy, dude. Like, what the fuck was that all about? You know? Like, you can't be doing that for the bitches.
Yeah, no, dude. There's nothing that will scare the hose away faster than a side blast.
It depends. It depends. You know, maybe she'll be impressed by one of these anime bitches. They're
oh like, yeah, dude. They'd be like, "What?" They'd be like, "Dude, that was a pretty nice side blast. What kind of wet, bro?"
Yeah. Like, did you? Like, she's like tapping her friend. She's like, "Did you see him just charge up for a minute and a half screaming?"
I didn't know he had that much power.
Dude, like, he has so much power. I didn't know he had reached that level of Saiyan. You know? It's like, jeez. Yeah.
But okay, no, that I've always been like slow to adopt trends like that or anything, because even like I never had an emo phase because my cousin, I would hang out with him all the time, and
emo cousin or not?
Yeah, he went through like this really hardcore emo phase, and I was like, oh, that is so cringy.
He just made it cringy. Was he one of those emos? It was like he went all wearing black.
Oh, dude. God, oh, he went full in like scene, dude.
But did he have like there's eyeliner emo?
Pretty much, yeah.
He had eyeliner. He
dyed his hair, like straightened it, like he was like full blown emo, and I saw that and I was like, you know, I kind of get it, but at the same time, gross.
It is kind of gross. Like when I see like pale white kids all blacked out and like they're wearing all this like, you know. Like,
it's okay to have a good time. Like you don't have to be fucking brooding at all times of the day.
It's just like,
yeah.
It's like at a party, just like, you know. It's like they're all happy right now, but they don't realize they're gonna be dying one day. Like, you know, there's always that one friend.
Yeah.
I was emo growing up, like just cause like I had an older brother.
See that.
Yeah, you know me. You've seen it. I grew up emo, like just cause I had an older brother who was like fat and emo. He was like obese and sad. And then he's the guy who's like, "Have you heard of this band? Have you heard of fucking?" He's like listening to like Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace and shit.
Yeah, my cousin
like,
too. Like
Green
we get
Day,
in the car,
all that jazz, and it's like you grow up on that, and you're like, this is what music is, not Lil Wayne, like you know what I mean? And then as I started growing up, it's like I got into like indie music, and like I'm like, oh, I like psychedelic music, you know, I like stuff that takes you on like a little bit of a journey.
I think like my first like favorite band was The Doors.
Exactly, yeah, that's a good one to go for, yeah. I can't even think of my first favorite band, now that I think about it. I know my favorite band, like this past year, I've been listening to the Growlers a lot. Like, I love the Growlers.
Got you.
They're a good band.
Yeah,
first
dude.
band. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I got into like classic rock because of Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah,
so that's what got me into like a lot of rock and roll stuff. You know.
For sure. Yeah, I remember. I think I got into that kind of thing because I was like really into skateboarding when I was really little. And I was playing like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and stuff like that.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, and it's just like it's all that, you know. It's just like indie shit.
It's pretty cool shit. It's like punk and indie.
And
like
so that's just what I was into. I thought I was like a skater. You know, I had my own cringy phase, but it wasn't like a scene thing. It was more like a skater boy thing. Except I sucked at skateboarding.
You were just that skateboarder guy who wore Hurley shirts and didn't know how to skate. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
I know that.
Actually, yes.
Yep. That's fucking hilarious. Even I didn't like. I was a good skateboarder. I was a longboarder, which when you say that in front of skateboarders, you're gay. You know.
I mean,
I longboarded with my friends just because like we lived in like a hilly, steep area. So we
it's like, bro, you don't even do kickflips. You're a stupid bitch.
Yeah, they're like, you don't know how to fucking do a kickflip. You faggot.
But the funniest thing is, I would be like that too. I'd be like, dude, you don't even do tricks, and then I wouldn't even do tricks on skateboard. On a skateboard, I'd be like, I can't even ollie, bro.
That's fucking hilarious. It's like, oh, you skateboard? Name 3 songs from them. It's like, all right.
You skateboard? Name every trick, dude.
Name every trick, dude. Name every fucking skater, bro.
But I was really good at fucking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you know? I killed at that.
I remember as a kid on a Game Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Advance, my first
Fantastic.
Game was, my first game was fucking Tony Hawk. Like, Tony Hawk. I think, like, one of the greatest games ever, Skate 3. They never came out with, like, more after that, right?
I still play it from time to time.
It's so good.
I still,
once in a while. I haven't played it in years.
Because I really try and avoid video games. It has to be the worst addiction I've ever come across.
Yeah.
And but once in a while I'll be bored as shit and I'll load up Skate 3. I made a guy who's like morbidly obese and he has like huge chops and he's like flamboyantly gay. And I named him I think I named him like Mega Chode or something.
Mega Chode.
Yeah. But
I like how engaged. Did they let you name that when you just tried putting Chode in? They probably didn't let you do it.
No, I mean, I just, you know.
You just put in Mega Chode, that was your first thought.
That's pretty much where my brain is at all times.
I love how in, like, video games.
Mega Chode level.
I've been trying to put in, like bad names. Like, I tried putting in cunt as a last name in a soccer game, and it wouldn't let me. So I had to put in cunt punt as one word. Yeah. And then it was like, yeah, this totally works. And now it's like, anytime I score a goal, they're like, cunt punt does it again. You know, representing Vietnam. You know? Yeah, I made a black character named Cunt Punt who's from Vietnam and plays for Madrid.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very multinational.
Exactly. That kid's mom was a whore.
A Saigon whore.
Hell yeah, dude. Any topics of like recent news topics that have you come across recently?
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm just thinking off the top of my head, right? Like, like just shit's that happening in the world. You know, people do that on pods. Like fucking I don't know.
Tucker Carlson's gone from Fox.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't care about that. That sounds. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I don't read the fucking news anymore, dude. I'm so jaded. I'm so jaded. I used to like keep up with that shit.
But when I think of news like that, I'm not saying like news like world politics. I'm talking about like a lady in India got mauled by a tiger in front of her family kind of shit. Like I like random shit like that. Random news, you know.
I mean, shit, dude. I'm like jaded to that too because you know, I'll post a lot of reels and shit on Instagram, and
you posted a guy's penis fighting in the middle, like he was fighting. I woke up to that. You sent me that, and I like saw it. I was like, all right, this is fucking hilarious.
Like 90% of the videos that I put on Instagram it's just shit that I've ripped off like the depths of Reddit. Yeah. I don't like go interacting with the communities there. I just scroll through for content. Yeah. And like, dude, I have a video. This is hilarious. Actually, the other day my friend put me in this group chat of a bunch of people he was inviting to like a house party. I wasn't able to make it, and I also didn't know anyone in the chat except for like 3 people. And so I just like everyone was being like, you know, normal people like as they are, and I just put in this video of this guy dangling from his cock and balls.
Oh, the tractor. Yeah, the tractor or something.
No,
you sent me that. It was in the woods or something.
Yeah, he was like in the woods, just dangling from a tree by his cock and balls on purpose. Everybody, by the way.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like I guess you should clarify.
There was it It wasn't like a.
He
There was a
did it to
step ladder
himself.
next to him. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
He seemed to be
bullying.
having a great time, so it seemed okay to me.
You know, I showed that to not where we definitely don't work. Not our black coworker Chris. I was showing that to not Chris, and he was just like, "How is that even possible, man? Like, how's that holding up his body?" And we went in like a depth conversation about how much your ball skin, like how much weight it can hold before tearing.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
a
was
lot.
Like, yeah, because that guy, like, he wasn't like a big guy or anything. He was like a skinny dude. It's always like a skinny little white dude who's like hanging himself in the woods from his balls, you know?
Yeah, I saw a video. These like I think they're like Shaolin monks maybe, but they tie like kettlebells to their ball sacks and like swing it. it's like some kind of like ritual thing or something. I don't know. I saw a little bit of it on YouTube.
A ritual. They're
I
like,
don't know,
hey,
bro.
I got these Joe Rogan kettlebells.
Yeah.
That look like a fucking gorilla.
I'm dangling. It's jelking day. Promo code Rogan for your gel kettlebell.
You get 10% off. Oh, that's
10% off your foreskin, bro.
Dude, yeah.
When it rips.
That would rip off. Like, can you imagine just hanging 35 pounds from your fucking...
No, they do like 80 kilograms, dude.
I don't know how much a kilogram is.
Dude, it's like 170 pounds.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's like hanging another human being from your fucking, like, testicles.
Yeah, that's more than I weigh.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
It's insane.
The human body, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
It truly is.
It's fucking disgusting. Oh my god.
There's
Why
also
do people do shit
there's like
this?
those guys in Tibet. They like hook their backs just like with like fish hooks and shit, and then they just like hang around to atone for their sins.
God.
I'm just like, what a fucking chump, dude.
I'm getting like disgusted by this, but then I think about it, it's like my dad's a Shia Muslim, like my mom's a Sunni and my dad's a Shia. So like,
whoa,
my dad's back when I was a kid, I would play with like Hot Wheels, and his back is covered in hundreds of scars, like a slave. He has slave back, straight up. It's
beast.
Hundreds of scars, and like long ones too. And some are small, some are long. And then as a kid, you don't realize it. You're just playing on it. And then I went to Pakistan, and then I was there during the month that they do that. And like they're like adults, they're like old people in their 30s, people in their 20s, and they're like kids. There's like my 7-year-old nephew did it. They have 7 blades on a chain, and then they hit themselves on the back, and they're just yelling. They're like, Yali, like that's a guy, that's a prophet or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, when I yell that, I don't feel the pain. But like there's just like blood on the streets, and it's like flying. So there's like they're like hitting themselves again and again. There's like 100 hits. You know?
Yeah.
And like blood is flying like off of their blades onto my clothes.
That is metal as fuck.
That's metal as fuck. But it's like it's fucking ridiculous. Like you think about that, I'm like that was normalized for me at a young age. But when you're telling me about these people are just putting a hook in themselves, I'm like, ew, like what is that? Here's my fucking like maniac father just beating the shit out of himself in front of his family. Well, he didn't do it in front of us, but you know, like my mom told him, like right when she married him. She was like, "You're never gonna do that in front of my children." Like, he never did. But he did that all pre, like his marriage. So that was pre 1990.
Yeah.
And, like just like he still has scars all over his back even today. Like so, it's like they never healed. You know?
Is that like the equivalent of like emo kids cutting their wrists?
Dude, basically, but when my dad sees emo kids, he's like, "Look at that faggot." I'm just like that. Like, he's not gay. He actually like he's not even like saying it like in a homophobic way. He'll just be like, "That's a gay, right?" And I'm like, "No." Well, yeah, sort of.
Well,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I think he's like a gay, but no, like, yeah, he's just like, "That's a gay." I'm like, "No, and I see some like dude with a rainbow hair walking by, like flamboyantly, and I'm like, "That's a gay, Dad." No. That's just a sad guy. That's just being sad in America.
That's just
it's just a
professionally sad person.
Yeah. Dude, I go to like when we go to like secret group on like emo night, you know?
Oh, dude,
when we go sit down. You know that guy Jake, the guy who dresses in
redhead?
leather. No, the guy who sits in the front at every comedy show dressed in leather.
Oh yeah, he dressed like a comic book villain, bro. Yeah, I love that.
I love him. Me and him were sitting there, and we just looked at each other, and I was like, man, this is not what emo was. Like, what is up with emo kids nowadays? Like, emo kids are like, they were all there so happy. They're like, oh my god, this, that. Like, they're having conversations, making plans for brunch right there, right next to me. But then they're all wearing black. They have all this, like, metal coming out of their neck and, like, wrists.
Right.
And, like, they have all these piercings. They have, like, colorful hair. And I'm like, that's not what emo was. Emo people were sad and didn't have friends to go to brunch with, you know? Now it's like this fad
It's
of
just a
like
club.
looking. Yeah.
It's just
Now
a
it's
club.
just like it's like when those like redneck dudes put on like a motorcycle like vest and like kind of feel like they're the fucking Sons of Anarchy gang or something.
Oh yeah,
you know?
dude.
Yeah.
Oh dude, yeah.
It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
Dude, yeah. Anybody with you just gotta really, I mean, I've never felt quite as cool as walking around in leather with a gun.
I haven't done it in leather, but yeah,
Walking around
that feels great.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm actually really glad that you can just conceal carry in Texas without a license or anything.
I'm glad when we go out, you're the one who has a gun. Yeah, I would rather, feel like you're responsible.
Yeah, no, I mean, I trust myself. I'm not on like any kind of ego trip.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've done enough tripping to where I barely have an ego at this point. But it's like, there's just like, there's too many unhinged people out there,
Yeah, like everyone's just getting stabbed every street corner, and like
dude.
I don't have a gun, but it's like I want one. Like in situations like that, I'd love to have one if someone's walking up on me.
Dude, I saw a video a while back, and it was like this guy in front of a Starbucks, and he asked this other guy to stop vaping in front of his kid, and this guy who was vaping, just like in response to that, just guts him with a knife, like right there. Yeah.
The father or the kid in front of his kid just like stabs.
No, the guy stabs the father
for asking him to stop vaping.
First of all, fair enough.
Like, yeah. It's
total buzzkill.
I always thought vapors were pussies, but that's kind of a metal move.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of badass. He like blew out his fucking shitty vape and he like stabs you. That's
watch this vape trick.
Just stabs you through the fog. It's like, oh my god, that's amazing.
And then he like blows out a big cloud of smoke and escapes.
It's like
no one can see him.
He just jumps through like an O-ring and disappears in a different world. It's like a portal.
No, but like that was going on, and then like behind in the background, there's just like a guy with his coffee, just like on his phone. He just like looks up, and he's like, "Sorry guys, Clash of Clans," and he just like, "I'm in a clan war right now, so I don't have time for this shit."
You're like,
there's just like a guy. He's like on the floor. He's bleeding. He's everywhere. He's like, "Help me!" And this guy's just like, "Clash of Clans, bro. Sorry."
Dude, have you ever been stabbed?
Fuck no.
I've been stabbed before.
Where?
I got stabbed on my right cheek.
Okay, well that's a
Like,
okay.
No, it went in. Like half a pen was inside of my fucking ass.
Of all the places to get stabbed, though, not bad.
Yeah, like it was muscle and fat, thankfully, but I was like a skinny kid,
Right.
So it wasn't. It was like I felt it touch bone.
Oh.
Like I felt it. Like it was like a weird. I could hear like when you like. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's exactly what you think it would feel like. It's like something touching your bone without any barrier in it.
Oh.
So like my mom wanted us to learn how to read the Quran. I don't know how to like speak or understand Arabic, but I can read it. You know, this guy would come and teach us how to read in Arabic, and he would make us sit down on the floor. And my brother, like he always like fucked with me when I was a kid, So he's like 4 years older than me. He's already sitting there on the floor. The guy's sitting across from him. He's like a grown man with a beard and everything. He's sitting there like a priest, And I come and I'm sitting down, and in Pakistan, dude, they have fountain pens. And I don't know if you ever touched a fountain pen.
Yeah, no, I know
Very
about
fucking
it.
sharp.
Yeah.
Super sharp. My brother just like put down a fountain pen like under me while I'm sitting down. And I crisscross applesauce. I didn't even sit down slowly. As a kid, you know how you sit down as a kid, you just jump down? I jumped on this pen.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of distance between you and the floor, so it's kind of okay.
So I just jumped back.
Yeah.
Fell onto the floor, and then I felt like his hand underneath my butt, like a fist. And I looked at him. I'm like, what are you doing? And I see like a look of fear in his eyes. He's just like, oh no, whatever. And I look at the priest guy who's here to teach you how to read the Quran, and he looks at me, and he has his face like what the fuck, right? And I look down, and like there's just blood on the tiled floor that I'm sitting on. There's just blood like puddling. And I stood up, and there's a pen in my fucking ass through my shorts in my fucking butt. And I pulled it out. It's just
not the last time.
Like, shut up. I pulled it out of my butt, and dude, like a little stream like of blood like just starts like coming out of my fucking like butt.
Yeah.
So like I grabbed my sock and I like put it on there, and I went to the bathroom, and I'm just like bleeding out of my ass. Like I legit got like stabbed in my fucking ass, And my mom was at home, so we had to wait for my mom to get home to get like medical attention,
You just have to like sit with your ass up.
Yeah, like not up. I was just sitting there like, cause in the moment I remember it even as a kid, like it didn't hurt, like it hurt later, but like when it happened, I didn't know what had happened till I saw the pen. Like I saw it and then I started feeling like a penetration in my fucking skin, and I was like, oh shit, that hurts, ow. When I pulled it out, it hurt. Yeah. So it's like after that, it was just like a sock over it, and that white sock turned completely bloody. You know.
Nice.
It was like fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been stabbed. Like,
all in all, not a terrible place to get stabbed.
Yeah, I imagine a knife would hurt more, just cause like you.
For sure.
Yeah, but a pen was pretty bad. It was like having a stick in your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah, I walked in on that right now. Yeah.
No, man, I can't remember. I never really got stabbed. I did drop a butterfly knife in my foot one time.
And it didn't like.
Oh, it did. It cut my tendon. I still can't move my pinky toe on my right foot all the way.
Ew, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was bleeding profusely. It was kind of hilarious. I was like playing with it, and it just dropped it straight down into my foot. I'm just like,
mommy.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Do you have any like weird deaths in your family or history?
Weird deaths?
Yeah, like.
Not really. I mean, dude, honestly, I don't really know too much about my extended family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, anything about them.
I didn't know anything about my family, but recently my mom, I guess, is getting to that age where randomly she'll just, like, tell me a story about her family and what she remembers from her childhood. And she's never mentioned these things before.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, one day we're just having dinner, and then she's like, oh, your grandfather had a brother who was wanted and ran away to India. And I was like, oh, why was he wanted? So, like, in their village, there was a well in front of their house that her father had put in for, like, and he was in, like, the British Navy, so he would be gone, you know? Like, so he would be gone a lot. So he put in a well right there so that the people can have water in the village.
Mm-hmm.
So then he leaves. He's, like, a British guy, leaves, like, you know, to England and shit.
Sure.
So he marries my grandmother, so here's this woman at his house. And then when he was, like, in his 20s, his brother's, like, 18. That's my mom's uncle. Like, so he's living at the house with her, with my grandmother, you know? So his sister-in-law. Yeah. And then, so this grown man, someone in his 30s, would come and just, like, bathe at the well, like, butt naked, just taking a shower in front of their house. So he's like, hey, man, I have my brother just married this girl and shit. I have sisters. Can you not bathe naked in front of my house? You can take the water to your house and just do it there. And, like, because they didn't have, like, plumbing and shit back then, right? Over there. So he's like, you can just take a bucket and do this over there. And the guy's like, fuck you, kid, right? Comes back the next day, and he tells him again the next day. He says, fuck you again. Third time, the kid walks out, and he's like, dude, I'll fuck you up. And, like, they both start fighting. Now he's fighting this man who's kind of, like, half naked. Kind of, like, because he was kind of bathing in front of his house.
Right.
So now they're both fighting. It's slippery, too. And the guy, the 30-year-old dude, the grown man, picked up a stick and hit my great uncle, like my mom's uncle, in the fucking head, and he started bleeding. So he, like, walked back to his driveway and picked up, like, it's the same word in Urdu, but a hatchet or an axe.
Yeah.
I don't know the length on it, but it's the same thing.
Right.
Right, like the word for it is the same. So he picked up, like, a hatchet, and when the guy swung the stick, he, like, hit him with the hatchet and like halfway cut off his arm. So the guy's sitting on the floor screaming, crying, and he's like 18 and he just like did that to someone, and he's in shock. He freaks out. The guy's screaming, and then he just fucking hit him in the throat with the hatchet and decapitated this guy. Like, not all the way, but like kind of cut open his fucking neck.
This dude's done.
To his neighbor down the street.
Yeah.
By the way, someone from my family has killed someone from that family every generation.
Oh my god.
For like the past like 4 generations. So my cousin right now is on death row in Pakistan. He's sentenced to hang. He killed someone 2-3 years ago. He killed one of their fucking like kids. Like someone.
Jesus Christ.
So he fucking decapitates that guy, freaks out.
I feel like a halfway decapitation is even worse.
It's kind of worse because, like, the head is, like, still on it, like, bleeding and looking at you, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, he fucking decapitates this guy, and, like, he's, like, running away, and he kind of, like, fucked with this girl. Like, he kind of liked her, and this girl was from this guy's family, that guy that he just killed. So he's like, hey, run away with me to, like, India, and she did.
Wow.
So like she fucking runs like he just killed someone in the
She's a shooter for real.
Yeah, dude, she was straight up like, yeah, dude, this guy's dick is too good. Like, yeah, you just killed like my uncle or dad or some shit. But,
shout
like,
out to that guy's penis, by the way.
Dude, shout out my great uncle's penis. Like seriously, because he just killed that guy, ran away to India, and his properties are till this day. It's been like decades. They're till this day seized. They're like abandoned buildings over there. They can't sell them. The government doesn't like. It's like a government property.
Right.
Till he's like tried for it. You know.
Yeah.
And like,
which will probably never happen, I guess. Since
no, I don't know if he's
gone.
alive still. He's probably dead, but he has. I've met his kids. Like his kids are like my mom's cousins.
Yeah.
And they're like my mom's age. You know, they're in the 50s and stuff. But that dude's son is like a known like just a like an angry hothead guy. Like he's like a known like gets in fights a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 80s he bit off someone's ear, and this was pre Mike Tyson. So like he bit off someone's ear.
He
He's
did
like,
it first.
that's what made him famous in Pakistan. Like if you go to Karachi and they're like, yeah, Zulfi. They're like, yeah,
Pakistan
Zulfi.
Mike Tyson.
He's Pakistani Mike Tyson. He bit off a dude's ear.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So like that's like the weird like shit in our family like that I've been like learning about a little bit, you know?
That's insane.
Yeah. My grandfather got stabbed by a bull like horn.
Oh
like,
shit.
Yeah, just like trying to like tame a bull and got stabbed by a bullhorn. And
I'm sure he's fine.
He like it stabbed him. He survived it for a while, but I guess there was infections from that led to his death.
Wow.
Yeah. Cause like it's just
that's pretty gangster.
Kind of gangster.
That's very yeah. I mean to like. Cause you're like, yeah, I got stabbed by a bullhorn, but it's the little things.
It's the little things. It's the little things that matter, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a Pakistani matador, but they just stand there and get hit. Instead of, you know, they're just like they're wearing all red and just stand there.
Yeah. Apparently, if you get decapitated, you're like still conscious for like a few seconds.
Like 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody like decapitates you and you're like laying there and you look up and it's
yeah,
just some
you can
guy teabagging your corpse?
You can still move your eyes apparently. Hey you.
Hello. Hey, heard you made a friend, Agnesa.
Oh, she's so cool.
She's so cool.
Oh, that's good.
So cool.
That's cool.
She's 24. She have a child. She divorced one time. And
That
she went
sounds
back.
not that cool. You say that she's cool, but she has a child and divorced at 24.
She's cool girl. Like.
I bet. No, that's cool. Girls like that are cool are the ones who get pregnant young because they're so cool. You can't keep your penis away from them.
I just think that it's so strange, you know, that she 24, she was divorced, she have a child, and I never have filler in my lips, you know, so I'm not in mainstream.
Okay.
I still don't have fillers in my lips.
You want a beer?
No,
You want a weed? Would you like a heroin spoon?
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I have noticed that like you meet older girls that like lived when they were like really like they had to go through life when they were like really young. They're always they're always pretty
We have
cool.
a coworker like that. She
Yeah.
like, fucking got pregnant at like what, like 19?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, but she's cool.
She's cool. She's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
She I sometimes talk to her and she's like these little things that she like never got to do. Like she never got to like live like a 21-year-old lifestyle. She never got to stay out and like with her. You know, she never got to party hard for a few years. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Still live 17 years first time.
yeah.
I think so.
Hmm?
I don't know.
What you get?
Yeah, what'd you
I
get?
get underwear.
Me too. That's where I get mine too.
She got it for me.
It's like, hey Adam, I know you're asking for a thong to wear at the gym.
And I get bag from this, you know, from this.
Oh, I love a good tote bag. Let me see that tote. Oh shit, that is a cool ass bag. Dude, it's fucking
Yeah, that's adorable.
That's not bad. This is the
Also
Galleria.
get it for me.
This comes with it? Oh, she got this for you, you said?
No, she got it for her.
Oh, this is cool.
It's a nice wallet.
It's collective. I like it.
Yeah.
It has like a style like Grim Reaper Adventures kind of
You
drawing.
could probably fit $4 in there.
Yeah.
It's
What is that? A Ukraine house?
At this point,
probably.
yeah.
It was like now it's like you can get a fucking house. So here are the remains of my childhood home.
Depending on what region you're in, you can get a house for
It's
free.
like, what do you mean you don't have $4? Okay, I take the Butterfinger and $2.50.
and I get it for you because you always wear Sammeer's jacket when you go and for some places. But if it's small or if you don't like it, we can put it back.
I told him he could
Oh.
have that Levi's jacket I gave you. You know, that's a cool gym. Let me see.
Oh, that
that's
is
a
dope.
cute fucking overshirt.
Yeah, I like that.
Where did you get that? H&M.
H&M.
Bro, H&M goes hard these days.
Is this
Oh.
from H&M too? It's my old.
That's actually very nice. Try it on right now.
I
Stand
meant
up.
to. Oh shit, my computer went to sleep. Are we still going?
I think
How,
we are.
how long was that asleep?
Alhamdulillah. Is it
Oh
working?
well, yeah, it's fine.
All right, try it on.
I meant to tell you, I have a friend who I was talking to who works at H&M. He can get you some discount codes if you want.
I have discount by my profile. I save $5 on this.
She just walks up. She's like, she
10% off.
just walks up from. She's like, I'm from
No, but
Ukraine
if
after
it's
war.
Small, I don't know. It's
No,
not
it's
small.
just right.
This is actually a very nice fit. Good.
Yeah.
But
like
like
it too.
button it up. No. Yeah, from the front and then your wrist just to see if
you
it
must
fits
wear
properly.
it without button up, you know. It's just
No, it's just like a
it's not
t-shirt.
On t-shirt, yeah.
You can just wear it over a t-shirt or like even like a wife beater, but you gotta beat her first and for it. No, I'm kidding.
Gotta walk the walk.
Gotta walk the walk. No, it's good. That's a good shirt. I like it.
Yeah.
Good job,
Does it have
Ignacio.
inside pockets?
No, you have
No.
2 breast pockets.
Oh well, looks like I can go. I can put crack in here.
Yeah,
If I
crack
want-
fits.
I can fit plenty of crack in the frockets.
Yep. That
So
you can.
yeah, she was nice.
Cool.
Good. I'm
Also,
glad you
you
made a friend.
know, this Stephanie Pillow called me about my car,
Yeah.
and she said I have 2 estimates, like close to 5,000 and close to 2,000. I don't know what to do, so she says that she will call to body shop, to this body shop,
Okay.
and they must. So she say I will contact with you till Friday.
Okay.
Just tell them you have white American boyfriend who knows if you're lying. It's just because like they won't know, you know. They just hear her accent and they just assume, you know. They're like, I could haggle her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her I already know where she lives.
Be like,
Tell-
just like
tell her
read
I'm
out
in
her
her
address
house.
to it.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. Send her a picture of her daughter at school.
Yeah.
Eric was like,
I
hey.
think she don't have children because I was so angry today when I talked with this girl, and after I think that I talked with my mom and I say I wish to have a potential for her children like next 2 years. Okay, it's bad, I know, to wish some bad things to people. But
No, I wish bad on people all the time.
Yeah.
it's like 4 weeks and she don't answer to me about my car.
Yeah. It's because she's a stupid bitch.
I like that.
Yep.
It's the most comfortable.
That's mine.
Oh, my new sleeping mask. Very nice.
I wonder if these are actually correct. Like, whoever
Yeah.
did this.
Yeah, what if it's just like random ass
Random
symbols?
math equations.
That's the only one he knew is
He's like,
right above the eye.
I forgot how to do that off the top of my head. How do I do that again? God damn it. Have I forgotten how to divide, bro?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I
Like on paper.
I save my budget. I don't spend more money than I can spend today, so
Good.
I'm cool.
The only dividing I know how to do now is cheeks, bro.
Dude, only thing I divide are ounces into smaller ounces. So I smoke
What?
all my drugs away. No, that's
What?
only well I divided my
What?
weed so I can like know how much I'm smoking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably healthy.
Not really, no.
I don't
It
have
just
a-
shows.
I have no
I'm
self
like,
control,
I just
bro.
smoked 7 grams in like 2 days. So I'm just like,
Jesus.
okay. I mean, it's like I'm smoking with people too.
Sure.
And then I have like these king size joints, so it's like kind of just.
Yeah, man. I don't know. The weed is tough for me because I have zero self control. Like if it's
Yeah.
there, I'm smoking it.
That's how I am. And
Yeah.
the past few days I've been off, so it's like I just been like
Yeah.
I smoke and like I'm just hanging out, you know.
And it's bad because I get too high. Like I'm not one of those people that can just function on it either.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't be able to function. Like I miss being that high where I can get super high, which I do every time before I go to work, or like before I do anything. I get like super high, but I'm able to function. I'm doing my stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to be so high where I'm not able to function, where I'm just like
That's-
making mistakes, and I want to like.
That's me. I get so high, I'm like a
That's
fucking
the
alien.
fun part of being high, you know.
Yeah, but in a good setting, you know.
In a good setting. Not
But
at
when it-
work
when
where
you're-
your
when
livelihood is like
That's
you know,
what I'm
on the
saying.
line.
When you're operating on that level constantly, it becomes a problem. You know? Like I fucking like I said earlier, dude, like I realized I had to quit when I got so high. I made a milkshake or something, and I put the blender in the fridge and the milk in the cabinet, bro.
Fucking retarded.
Yeah, like so
awesome.
dumb. I'm like a space alien when I get high, dude.
Just like forget the basic laws and physics of nature.
Yes.
Yeah. You're like, this makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
That's funny. I think the dumbest shit I've done going from like. Okay. The dumbest shit I've done, like when I first started smoking weed, I was smoking with like Jamaican dudes, and then they were all like talking about how, like, we only smoked it with blunts, you know. They're like, I talked about how it's like I want to smoke a joint and stuff. They're like, nah, blunts. That's how we like, you know, do it around here.
Yeah.
So for the first 9 months of like smoking, I would smoke only blunts, and then I'm talking to this girl in my class. I'm a freshman in high school. She's this girl that I kind of like. And she was like, "Oh, you smoke weed?" This is the first time she's actually talking to me, you know. And I'm like, "Yeah." She overheard me talking to my friend, and she was like, "Yeah, I like to smoke before I come to school sometimes." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, and then she was like, "Yeah, I just smoke in the bathroom." I'm like, "You just smoke in the bathroom? Like, doesn't your mom smell it?" She's like, "No, I just turn on the shower and I blow it towards the fan, and she doesn't even smell it." I was
she
like,
smells it.
"Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that."
Oh, dude.
This girl never mentioned to me that, like, you know, it wasn't a blunt.
It's like, yeah, my mom also doesn't have a nose.
Yeah, she just never mentioned like her situation, like, oh, my mom never comes upstairs, or like,
right,
my mom doesn't smell like a blunt because I'm not smoking a blunt. She's doing it out of like a pipe, and she does like 1 or 2 hits and blows
even
it away.
still,
You know,
dude, yeah,
you can still smell it.
Yeah.
I go home. I have a blunt in like a little cigarillo packet.
Yeah.
My mom picks up my little sister from school. I get back home at 2:30. My little sister gets picked up at 3, right? Because she's in elementary school.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have this 30-minute window where my mom's going to go pick her up and come back home. I'm going to go smoke this blunt in the bathroom, and the smell will be gone in 30 minutes. And
that is some fucking freshman logic right there.
Yeah, I know. I was so dumb. I didn't understand how smelly
I did the same
it is,
shit.
you know? Everybody learns it a dumb way, right? I walked to my bathroom, and I remember I'm about to light it. I'm like, wait, mom's bathroom has a jacuzzi with a built-in seat in it. So I'm like, it would be cool if I'm like laying in her tub, and I'm like, you know, it has like a seat in it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like this. So I'm like lean back, and I'll be smoking there. I was like, her shower and jacuzzi thing is separate, right? Like a standing shower to the jacuzzi thing.
Okay, cool.
So I go in her bathroom downstairs with a blunt. I close the door, lock it, and I turn on the standing shower. Super hot. By the way, when it's hot, it smells more. Kids, if you're listening. Fucking the shower's running hot. It's all steamy in there, and I sit down on the like seat in the tub, and I just light up this blunt, and I'm just ripping it. You know, just ripping it and ripping it. It's like a quarter of it left.
Sure.
And it's like 15 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't finish this. So I remember throwing it down her shower drain. So I just like shoved a blunt in her drain, and I remember it not fitting, and I just like pushed it to where you can't see it. And then I like walked away. I even turned off the shower and the fan, because like in my head, my logic was, yeah, it's been taking the smoke all out. It's not smelly in here. And I walk out of the bathroom, and I go upstairs, and I just start watching like TV. And not even 15
Smooth
minutes
criminal.
past. Yeah, I'm thinking I got away with it. Not even 15 minutes past, my mom comes home, and from downstairs she's like, Sammeer, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on, you know? And she's like, come here. She looks at me, she's like, blow on my mouth, and I went and brushed my teeth and everything, you know? So I like blow on her, and then she doesn't smell it. She's like, what's the smell? And I'm like, I don't know, Mom, I think it's a gas leak. Like, you know? And she's like, swear to me you didn't smoke. And I'm like, I swear, Mom. Like, you know, like in her head, like, you know, it's like, I swear to your grave, Mom.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm like, it wasn't me.
Mom, I grew up in America. Swearing means nothing.
Yeah, swearing means nothing.
My
Like,
word
in her
is
culture,
my
me
word means
swearing to
nothing.
her, she's like, he would never want me to die.
Right.
I'm like, but how are you gonna be like, I'm gonna die if you're lying? I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I can say it, whatever will suffice, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, she was like, your brother's coming home, and I'm gonna make him smell it, and he'll tell me if it's weed. I was like, okay. And then my brother came hours later, and like by then the smell is gone, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so I never got caught. I went back to school the next day. I was like, you dumb bitch. Like,
you
to the
lucked
girl.
the fuck out, dude.
I was just like, no, my mom knew I smoked weed in the bathroom. She was
Right,
not an idiot, you know. But I just like look at the girl, like, you dumb bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, I almost got caught because of you. She's like, I never said I'd smoke a blunt, you dumbass. And we never fucked. So that also just made me look really dumb in front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. weed. I also drove my uncle's car through a fence first time smoking and driving.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Me and my cousin like we're smoking at his apartment complex, and we smoked like 2 or 3 joints.
Yeah.
And we're like 14, 15, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in his dad's car in his Camry, and he's like, "Hey, like I have it parked near his place," and he's like, "You know what? We should go park over there." And I'm like, oh, "Come on, we're fine here." He's like, "No, I think we should go park over there." Just like this paranoid feeling.
Right.
You know? And I was like, "Okay." I have the car in drive. I like, you know, like I thought the car was in reverse. So I like put my hand on the seat, I turn around, and like I'm looking back, and I just like accelerate to go backwards, and my car just went forwards over a curb, broke this fence, and now this fence is like on top of our car. And it like broke from under. So like my cousin's like, dude, what the fuck? My dad's car, look what you did to my dad's car. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We're like, we need to get the fuck out of here. So I like reverse. No, I reverse out of it, like the fence falls, and like we reverse, and I go park in the spot that he told me to. And God bless Toyota Camrys, bro. We came out and looked at it, nothing happened to the car.
Right.
Like, not even like a scratch. Like I look at the fence, it's gone. But like maybe a scratch or two on the front of the car, but barely anything. And I was like, dude, no way. We just gotta go upstairs right now. So we just like ran upstairs. You know, like kids, just high kids. You know?
Yeah. I love that. I remember. I have my fucking shit. The first time I drove on an edible, dude, it was probably one of the strongest edibles I've ever had to date. Like, probably one of some of the highest I've ever been right there. I was like driving my dad's like minivan, and I was at Sonic, and the edible kicked in, and I was just like, all right, time to go. You know how Sonic, where you drive in one way, and you have to when you leave, you back out, and you keep going the way you came in, and go loop around and come out the same. Like, like you don't just back out and drive out the way you came in. Like I tried to do that, and I fucking took the mirror off, and I fucking broke the Sonic the kiosk thing. And I fucking drove off anyways, dude.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, fuck this, bro. There's like people in the middle of Sonic just like clapping. They're like, yeah.
Because that's like Sonic clientele is just people who want chaos to be caused.
Yes.
You know?
If you're at Sonic, you're not killing it.
Not killing it.
If you're at Sonic, dude, you like a little fire.
Yeah.
Like a little fire in the streets.
A little bit.
A little
like
fire
all
in the
those people
streets.
who immediately started looting. During.
Average
like,
Sonic
COVID.
Customer.
Yeah, just average Sonic customer. They were on a drive-thru. They're like, "What? George Floyd got killed," and they immediately go and start killing.
They
people.
came straight from Sonic, the patio at Sonic, to burn down a local black man's business.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this picture for Agnesa here.
All right, we're picture time.
Hold on, I don't want it to focus on here, right? But I just want it in the picture just because it looks cool. Focusing on you guys. I don't like this. Okay, how about like this? This is better.
God damn, that flash is bright.
Hell yeah.
Okay, guys,
Okay.
Yes. We should do like an edibles day, like just make edibles and just like pass out, like watching shit all day.
I'm down.
We can
I
make
am
like
down.
we can make like some kind of like protein cookie, so it suffices your
Right.
protein gains. We can do
Oh, that
like
would be
a
so
brownie
vile.
day. We can do like we can make brownies and eat it with ice cream.
Not even, dude. My brother has these little gummies. They're 175 milligrams a pop. Fucking
Give me that. I've never had a gummy
Insane.
over like
You
10
have
milligrams.
some cookies.
Hey, count me in for that.
yeah, no, it's insane.
I
It's
haven't had a
absurd.
gummy over 10 milligrams. I've never seen one.
I haven't been like, I tell you, I get too high, but like, I've never been like so high to the point where it feels almost like acid, where you're like, you're like tripping. you know?
I've only ever had that once.
I don't even mean like visually hallucinating, but I mean,
Just like the
I mean, like,
overwhelming paranoia.
yeah, like yes, the overwhelming like animal paranoia.
I've had that once where I was in Vegas with my family and we're staying at the Venetian, and when I get there, like first thing I do is I go like down the street to my favorite dispensary there, the Reef. I'm gonna shout them out because no one's listening to this anyways. Gotta go over there, buy a bunch of weed. But on my last day, I saw like, there's 2 more hours for my flight, and I don't have any weed. I was like, I can go over there. I can make this 20-minute walk back and forth, you know? So, like, and, like, smoke on the way back and just get an Uber, go on the flight, you know? And, I go there, and I tell the guy, I'm like, hey, what's the strongest, like, pre-rolled joint that you have? Like, what's the strongest? And he pulls out this thing called Space Song or something. And he's like, this is like 29% THC in like a joint, which is apparently a lot.
Pretty good.
And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. So I get that, and I go across the street, buy a tall boy of like Big Wave, like it's like that Hawaiian brewery beer.
Yeah.
I'm walking back to my hotel, and I'm just smoking this joint, and it's a king size joint, and I'm like halfway through it, I'm like, dude, this is a lot. But I'm like, whatever. I'm going to be on a plane for 4.5 hours. I'll be fine. So I'm just like hitting it. And I smoke it down to like nothing. I throw it away. I walk into my hotel, dude, and I'm like freaking out. And it's like a casino, so they don't have chairs anywhere. You can't just sit down anywhere, you know? So I'm like tripping balls, and I'm like, I go sit down in the food court, and I have my AirPods on. And like I'm like, I cannot fly right now. Like I'm not going to the airport right now. Like in my head, I'm like, I'm not leaving Vegas like tonight. Like there's no in hell I'm going. And my mom and my sister, my brother, they just walk out, and they're like, are you ready? And like they were like gambling so much, like they're done, like they're like, we lost so much money, let's go. And I'm going to the airport, and like the whole time, like I felt like I'll be one of those guys who, like, when the plane's taking off, they're like, we're all gonna die, we're all gonna die. No, I just felt like I was gonna freak out that day, man.
If you did that, they would probably
like,
take you down, bro.
Yeah, they were just gonna fucking tackle me and choke me out. They're like, and then the guy who did it gets like hailed a hero.
Yeah.
No, neat. I actually was like really
Liam
really
Neeson
freaking
just
out.
throws you out the side.
Yeah, they just like open the door, and like he like flies out with me, you know, like a Tom Cruise movie fighting me.
You'll never hurt anybody again.
It's like that guy was a hero. He just opened the plane door while everyone was in there, flew out of there like a vacuum, like both of them. And he sacrificed himself while this guy, afraid of heights, just freaked out in a plane.
Yeah.
But when I got there too at the airport, I got separated from my family. Like the dog was smelling my family. They get across.
Yeah.
And then I'm walking, and then the cops like walk again, and I was like, what? And like I made sure I don't have any weed on me, no nothing. And then they were like, they just like separated me from my family, and now this dog sniffing me and again. Then they checked my bag, and then they let me go. And I was like, this is that racism right here. Good old Southern racism.
Your dog's racist.
Yeah, I just looked at the dog. I'm like, the dog didn't even do anything. I'm like, the dog did exactly what it did for everybody else, you know? But they just looked at me. They're like, this guy's probably taking something back. You know? Yeah.
Also,
and I was.
Fair enough.
I was. Yeah, fair enough. Not gonna lie. I always am.
I remember I accidentally tried to smuggle a plants and a machete out of Costa Rica. I was like little, so I had no fucking clue what I was doing, but like I was in the rainforest side, and I found, like, they showed me this plant that you can just kind of grind up in your hand, and it like turns into like blood almost.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's like a green leaf, and you just like grind it in your hand, and then
like the
you
chlorophyll
open it,
and it's probably red.
Yeah, it's just blood, and you're like, that's fucking. I was like, that is sick as fuck.
And you can't bring plants, especially from like different.
Yeah. I had no idea that was a big no. And so they took that out of there. They can destroy
a whole ecosystem. You know?
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I had my machete inside of my my bag that I bought this machete from like a street vendor. It's actually very sharp. Yeah. But I had it in my bag that I didn't have checked. And so it's just going through like the X-ray, and this Tico lady just pulls it out of the backpack, and she just like waves it around in the air. She's like, machete. She's
like, who machete?
Machete.
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed.
Eric's like Eric can sign us up over there.
Sweet. Oh, it's 7:30. Holy shit.
I'll tell him to sign both those up because he's there. Yeah, me and Adam. Cool. So we don't have to go there and wait either.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We're like an hour and 9 minutes in. Probably about 10 of those.
Not bad. I liked how we like picked up on. We got comfortable as we went.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
developed.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was comfortable from the beginning, but you know what I mean. It's like we got a flow going. Like we found our little going.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of. I don't even start it until, like we're talking.
You never did an introduction. Do you have a name for your podcast? Anything?
Oh, no. If you're watching, you know what this is. And if you're not, then you're not,
Yeah. Probably not. You're probably not right now.
You're probably
if you're watching or
watching
listening to this right now, you're probably not. Wake up. Wake up.
We need you on the other side.
We need you on the other side. Your family needs you, babe. I need you. In the movies when it's like the guy, like an explosion just happened. He's got shot 4 times, but he's just like in his
dead
like
wife
thoughts.
is just like get up.
Yeah, get up. I'm not ready to have you here right now. She has like a side bitch up in heaven. It's just a man like Gabriel just fucking like your wife up there. She's like, babe, get up, keep fighting, because like, dude, we're having a 3-way up here that you're not invited to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dick up here is huge.
They're all black up here. You wouldn't think they would make it in here.
Heaven's cool because my pussy is infinitely deep, as are the penises.
God. It's like the tightness
You'll never
stays.
last.
I don't have to do any kegels. Did I say that right? Kegels?
You remember
Kegels.
that one time you masturbated? You're not coming to heaven anyways.
You're not going to be here.
Just wake up.
It's like, yeah.
I promise you, it's better at war in Afghanistan.
Yeah, just wake up and shoot innocent children in my country.
Just go blow up brown kids. You will have more fun.
Like go kill my dear family members. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I did this joke on stage. I don't know if you were there or not, but it was kind of insane.
Oh, is this one of your jokes?
Yeah, I lost.
Insane, if you say.
I lost the whole audience when I did it. I was like,
Did you take off your pants?
No, well, yes, but I was like, give it up for the boys in Iraq, and everyone starts clapping. I'm like, we won.
I like to do like well, that's kind of like in The Office, right? Where he's like, here's to the troops. Everybody's like, hey. He's like, on both sides. You know? And it's just like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Ryan.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. I had no idea that was a bit in The Office. I've gotten like I've watched like an episode here or there.
Yeah.
I never watched the whole
but
thing.
like that's not just like The Office. I'm sure a lot of people have made that joke.
Sure. Yeah,
you know. I'm sure when George Washington was like fighting the British, there was some guy like, hey, here's to the troops.
Yeah.
Both sides, and he probably got executed.
He gets tarred and feathered.
He got like the worst honor of like they executed him in the worst way. They're like, here, let's let a Negro kill him. And it's like, whoa there, George Washington. Don't you feel like that's a lot?
You're in like
this honored white fellow right here. You're gonna let this black guy kill him?
You're in a pub full of revolutionaries, and you're like, shout out to our troops, and they're like, yeah, and it's like. God save the Queen. They're just like, oh.
Hey, oh, God, get him out of my 13 colony.
Hey, you're getting tarred and feathered here, bud.
We're tarring and feathering. Who the fuck came up with that? Who saw tar?
Let's bring that back.
Honestly, I have a list of people. Hey, are we talking about local mics and stuff over here? Because I have some funny news for you.
These TikTok prank kids need to bring back tar and feather. We need to do an epic prank. You see this old lady over here?
Tar and feather prank, but instead of doing like an actual tar, we could do like a hot brownie batter and pour it on. And like, think about it. Like we say that we're tarring and feathering someone, but it's just brownie.
Or we could just actually tar and feather someone.
Just ruin someone's life.
Yeah. Just completely sear their skin.
Have you seen like I've read shit like some mafia members have done shit like that where they tar and feather someone, and like the dude lives on and like they live on throughout like the 70s and 80s. So like you can like there are reports of it. They're like people who are like like they'll take off my whole head. Some dude like cemented his fucking accidentally cemented his head during construction, like cemented his hat to his head.
Whoa.
Yeah, and at the time it wasn't the best medical,
Right.
So they had to like rip his fucking helmet head off of his. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I read about that too. It's fucking disgusting.
Fuck.
Yeah, can you imagine just ripping cement out of your fucking head? Like, ugh. Yeah. Dude, my algorithm's been fucked recently. I watched one video of something by an accident. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I watched one video, like not even kidding. I was talking about this to Eric. I was like, man. Like, what the fuck is up with Instagram? I look at one video, surveillance footage. It's like outside of a mall. There are people standing around. And a lady walks by with a bag, puts the bag down, lifts her skirt, and just like shits on the wall. You don't see her shitting. So at first you're like, what is she doing? And then she walks away and it's just shit on a wall on the floor. And I was like, what the fuck, right? It's not like I sat there and liked the video or sent it to anyone, right? I just watched it all the way through. Like, the video ended.
You can't peel your eyes away.
Now, anytime I'm on Instagram, I'll be flipping through. It'll be like cars.
Right.
Some funny comedy video, like a bit. And then it'll just be like someone shitting on a windshield and turning off the windshield. Or somebody shitting right here. Now it's like people shitting all over. Like, I'm like, dude, my algorithm thinks I'm German. Like, what the fuck is going on now?
Yeah, my algorithm is fucked too, dude. I saw a video of this lady in Vegas. She didn't want to give up her slot machines. So she was just peeing on the floor.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. Because it's like, hey, I'm on a hot run right now. You know? Like, not even the decency. Like, they're going to be able to see you doing that. No, but decency, like, hold your cup. She had a cup in that video. She could have just, like, held it under.
I mean, that's kind of the level of decency I'd expect from your average slot machine player.
Casino player.
Yeah.
Dude, when you look at, like, Islam, right? Like, the couple of things that are, like, banned. There's bacon. There's alcohol. There's gambling.
Yeah.
So these are like the top in premarital sex. These are the top 4 things that are banned, right?
Right.
Going to hell.
Yeah.
My family doesn't do anything. Like, my parents don't drink. My mom has sometimes smoked weed with me, but like my dad has never done any of that. He's had edibles before when he was young, like twice, but never again. He's just like a pussy about these kind of things, you know? But when we go to Vegas, bro, my parents become like gambling addicts. Like, you have to like drag this man away from, like, they're not even at a table. Like, my dad's one of those slot machine trash people. All of
he's
a sudden.
just like,
he just sits down and he's just like, oh my God, I can feel it. I'm about to win. Give me another 20. Like, my dad put in like hundreds of dollars in a slot machine, cash. And then I was like, Dad, like, all right, let's go. Come on, let's go play blackjack or something where you actually have a chance. He's like, no, give me $20. Give me $20. Puts in $20, loses in less than a minute. He's like, give me more $20. So I hand him like another $100. And I'm like, I'm going to play blackjack. Like, you can, like, go. We can just download this on your phone. You can play this for free.
At least in blackjack, you have a 17% chance of winning.
Some chance, yeah. Like, I've made money on blackjack. I've made a lot of money on blackjack, you know? But, like, fucking slot machines, I've never made shit. Most I made on slot machine is, like, $70. To be fair, I've seen my mom, like, just one time put money in it and win, like, a couple $100, which I was like, that's cool, but, like, you can do much more than that.
Yeah.
You can play, like, roulette or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
I like playing roulette and blackjack. Have you been to Vegas?
I have not, but I have never not had a problem finding places to gamble. You know, my fucking gambling vice is poker, dude. I will fucking go so hard into poker.
Like, I think I sort of do, like, through apps and stuff, but like I don't know how to actually, like, I never sat down and played a game of poker.
During COVID, I would just like play poker with my family like every day.
Do you guys have
for
like, a
hours?
poker night?
Well, we used to, but
we should do like a poker night.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I would love to.
I don't know how to do it. You should like teach us how to play poker. It'll be fun.
Sure.
Just like we can do it with like bottle caps or some shit.
Or, you know, we played with like loose change. You know, if you have like a change jar or something. Yeah. Or just like all the change you throw in your cup holder or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's fun. We would do like a nickel buy-in, you know?
Yeah.
Just chump change, but like just playing it every day, like I got so fucking good at it.
Yeah. I want to do that.
But it's a problem because, like, dude, I remember the last like actual poker night I had. I was about to win like the entire pot. Like it was like $80 between all of us. We're not playing for like high stakes, but like you know, we each throw in like $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, he was like, all right, well, like, how about this, all or nothing? And me, I'm the kind of guy, like, I love that kind of shit.
Bet. Yeah.
I'm just like all or nothing, like, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I live my life in the first place, you know. Like, I dropped out of college to go do stand-up comedy, which is, you know, that's about as all or nothing as it gets.
Yep. I was dumb. I did it to be a musician, and then all my fucking band, like, everybody like started dying off. Now I do comedy, which is even worse. I feel like you can make it as a musician. You know what I mean?
You can be like a mid-level musician and be happy.
You could be hired at bars throughout,
right?
Throughout the week. You could have like 3 gigs a week and still make a living.
Right.
As a musician, nobody's paying comics. Like,
no.
Even when you do good, you're not like getting paid.
No.
Yeah.
And also, like, if there's like live music, if you go to a bar and there happens to be live music, it's like it's cool, you know, like you're there and there's music and you're like cool.
Yeah.
And if you go to a bar and there happens to be live comedy and there's just like you're trying to enjoy yourself with your friends and there's someone screaming in your ear about dicks and shit, especially if it's bad comedy, you're like
which
hate them.
Most of the time
which
it is.
Most of it is. If it's a surprise, it's probably bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Kemah, Texas this past weekend doing a show, and completely bombed, by the way. It was just like a crowd full of old white people. They did not like Japanese pornography, which I looked at the crowd. I'm like, these look like a lot of people who probably go to Thailand to fuck little children.
They probably do, but on the low. Like they're not willing to admit it out loud.
Dude, not in front of my wife, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But I bomb, and I'm walking
like, God damn it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I think it's funny, but I will never tell my wife I like tentacle porn.
In front of Kathy here.
I will never tell Martha I like tentacle porn.
Yeah, she's like, oh my heavens. Like visual faces of disgust.
She will banish me to hell.
While I spoke, it was visual faces of disgust. Like I'm looking at them and I'm like, wow, why am I doing this to somebody's grandmother? But I'm walking back to my car with my friends, and we're walking back, and like, you know those shitty, like just small town garage band cover bands, you know?
Of course.
This we hear it from a distance, but it's like it's a band playing like country rock music. Yeah. But when you listen to the lyrics from like 2 blocks away, we're hearing rap lyrics from like rap songs. So we're like, is this a country rock rap cover band?
It's called fusion.
So yeah, so we walk up and we're looking like from the fence of the parking lot. It's this band outside playing, and it's like all these old cringy white ladies like dancing at the stage, pointing at the stage.
Oh yeah, of course. I know how it looks.
Up on their old dudes. It was disgusting. My friend literally looked at me. She's like, "Let's go in there," because she was on mushrooms. She's like, "Let's go in there and people watch. I'm gonna make fun of all these people. Let's go fuck with people." And I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. And I got lucky when I walked in. They're playing the fight that I was gonna miss, the Ryan Garcia fight versus Gervonta Davis fight. I was so sad that I was missing that fight because my whole family's watching that fight, and I'm over here like fucking bombing at the show, not even having a good night, you know. But I got to watch the fight, and we're just like watching this cover band. It was like the craziest thing, man. It's funny. I want a band like that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she plays 6-string, so.
Oh, the what?
She plays 6-string, like.
Oh, okay. I thought you
guitar.
I thought you said some weird Ukrainian instrument.
She plays the G string, just.
Just like.
Hit one note.
Like what is that thing called? Like
I have no idea.
Australian or Indian.
I have no idea.
A didgeridoo? A didgeridoo.
A digger-doo?
A didgeridoo. I think it's called a didgeridoo. Is there like a Google on that thing right there?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm talking completely out my ass, but I've heard the word. I've heard digger-doo been said.
A didgeridoo.
By the way, gotta be careful with that word, digger-doo.
Yeah. It's like, what did he say? Yeah.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. It is diggery-doo.
Let me see.
Diggery-doo.
That's didgery.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah, but I'm white, so I say guh.
Yeah. Say guh with a hard R at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say digger-doo.
Yeah, digger-doo. Them's a digger-doo. That's some jive turkeys. I think that's a black dude thing to say, though. A jive turkey. What a jive turkeys.
I love saying that. I mean, I know a lot of people really don't like it when it's said. Yeah. I think it's hilarious. I don't know why they would not like that. Like, that's such an old thing. Yeah. And like it also is like hilarious, like calling someone a jive turkey.
A jive turkey. What a jive turkeys. Jive turkey. It just makes you sound like an old black guy with Marlo Ray's hat. You know,
exactly.
Like
a flat cap. Yeah.
I was telling him, I'm like, why don't you just take off the hat? Because, like, I was like, you need the rest of the fit. I was like, you need the other, like, old guy fit, you know what I mean? I was like, wearing, like, track pants. With a polo shirt.
I remember, I don't know if you've seen it. Probably not. The movie Airplane. Yeah. There's one scene where there's, like, this black guy, and he's like jive, and no one can understand what he's saying. And then like someone walks up there, like the flight attendant's like trying to talk to him, but she can't understand him. And then someone comes up and they're like, "I speak jive." That's
fucking hilarious.
It was a really funny scene.
It's the same guy from The Naked Gun, right?
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen was in it.
That.
Yeah. Yeah, you really do need to finish that movie.
Yeah.
On God, probably objectively
dude.
the best comedy movie I've ever seen. As far as like if you even get down to the math of it, like just the laughs per minute
Dude,
of that
no,
movie.
it was so good. Like I like watching it that day. I was just like sitting there. I was like, "How's this even possible? They don't do that anymore." Like,
I know they don't.
There
It's
hasn't been
impossible.
anything like that.
They're doing another one actually.
That's
they're making another one.
You
and,
said it was which guy?
because Leslie Nielsen's dead, they're gonna use Liam Neeson.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I think he could do it.
I think he could too. Yeah.
He can pull off like the suave, like not acknowledging what's happening around him.
Right,
I think
right.
Like, just the craziness around him. He'll just be like,
Yeah, like he's like because the whole like vibe was like a kind of like a noir cop, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's so ridiculous around that.
Yeah.
But no one
He would keep
acknowledges
up
the
with the
ridiculous
noir.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think he would do a great job. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I think originally they said that David Zucker, the guy who's like directing it, I think originally he said he wanted Bill Hader, which would have been
Hader
cool
would
too,
be good,
I think.
Have you been watching Barry? Have you seen that
No,
show?
my parents really like it though.
Dude, it's such a good show. My friend, she hasn't been watching it, so like, she has never seen it, so we started watching it, and that's why I skipped on Sunday. I was supposed to host a secret group mic, and I went to her house at 2:00 in the afternoon, and we're watching Barry, and then we watched it all day, and it's like 7:30, 8:30 almost, and I'm just like, fuck, I need to start getting going. And then, like, she's like, oh, do you have to go? And I was like, ah. And then I look at my phone. Bao Win, fucking sweetheart, he texted me. He's like, hey, can I host the second half? I was like, Bao, let me do you one better, because it seems like you actually give a shit about stuff like this, and it means something to you. I was like, you want to host the whole thing? He was like, yeah, dude. Like, I was like, fuck yeah. Like, thanks. Like, you're doing me a solid.
Cool.
I was like, just do me a favor. I was like, throw on Chicken, throw on Eric, because I told both of them I'll throw them on.
Sure,
you know?
sure, yeah.
So I was like, they did not sign up, thinking
Yeah.
that, you know. Yeah.
Dude, I think my act is getting like strong enough to where I need to just start asking people to put me on shows.
Yeah, I always tell, like, every time, like, Eric or, like, anybody asks me, they're like, oh, like, what shows, like, how do you get on the shows and whatnot. Let's be like, dude, like,
Everyone
ask for
just
a fucking,
asks.
like, guest spot.
Yeah, everyone just
You know,
asks.
just be like, hey, can I get a guest spot? Go to your tight 5 and get, get, like, a good 5-minute thing going, and people are
Right.
like, oh, he knows how to do it. Then start
Sure.
asking for a regular spot. Just be like, hey, can I get, like, a spot on your show?
Sure.
Really, I don't even ask for, like, a spot. Like, hey, can I get a spot on your show? I'll just go up to someone and be like, hey, you're on this show, right? They're like, yeah, have you done the show yet? And I'll just be like, no, I haven't. They're like, oh, like, are you available on this date? Like, you kind of just, like, have them ask, but, like, mention it to them so they know you're interested. You know what I mean? Like, they'll ask you.
This is the problem, is that, like,
People just
everyone
don't
who
wanna do that.
books shows like has just like seen me suck at open mics for
Me
so
too,
long, and then
bro.
they haven't seen me go up and like in front of like an actual show crowd or like a
Yeah.
good, like every time I kill it at open mic, there's no one there.
There's no one there. Dude,
I mean, no
me,
comics. I mean,
I have like a bad luck charm in the Houston comedy scene. Nothing against the guy. I love the guy. Actually, a huge fan. I watch this guy and I'm just like, how the fuck does he like? Because I was with him on the Chemo show, and he fucking like I bombed before him, and he goes on 80 Hodge, just like took control of that room. He went up there, and I know he's not a Trump supporter. He went up there and did this joke about how he's a Trump supporter and stuff, shit like that. And the crowd was like wooing him on, and they loved him. Bro, he went on to do like 15 to 20 more minutes. The entire time, these old people are laughing. There's actually a woman like crying, laughing. Like she's like, like, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I just did the same room.
80 Hodge killing in the
80
geriatric
Hodge.
ward.
Yeah, but the thing is, I see him killing every ward. Like he's killing in like
Dude,
young
he's good,
crowds, old crowds, and anytime he's in the room when I'm fucking going on stage, I've done so bad, as if it's my first time doing comedy. Like it's like I'll have a 3-week that's what humbled me the other night. I was having like a 2-3 week kill streak. You know what I mean? I'm just like, hell yeah, just on a roll. Every mic's been going my way. Like it's not like, you know, the best, but like I know I'm getting work done and I'm doing good. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And like it is the best out of like my past 2 years. I would say this has been my best. You know?
Yeah.
So like it was going well and everything, and then I fucking see 80 in the crowd, and then I got there late too. So I get there and Ku's like, you're on after Hilla. Which is already like,
oh, fuck.
Like she just sucks the energy out of the room, and I follow after her, and then they hate, dude. I can't believe I'm even saying this on a fucking podcast. Fucking, they loved Hilla so much, like compared to me. No, she did not do good. I just want to put out there that's how bad I did.
Right.
That like she came out and she was like trying to make me feel better. She was like, "It's okay." Like I'm like, "Hello, are you really doing that to me?" Like, but yeah, no, dude, it was just like, yeah, watching that guy, he fucking murdered. Like, and I was sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
My friend was like, "We should go," and I was like, "No, I need to see what the fuck AD does with this crowd because I don't understand. I don't understand what you're supposed to do in these situations. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get these crowds, so I need to be able to like take control of these kind of crowds." And I learned something. A lot of crowd work. A lot of crowd work.
Oh, they love crowd work.
They're all crowd work.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
I've actually gotten a lot better at crowd work recently.
dude, I noticed that. You have been doing really good at crowd work. I've been getting slightly better. I wouldn't say I'm good at it yet. At all.
I've just like Jolly told me something a while back that stuck with me that he learned
Jolly.
that he heard like Bill Hicks say or something. It's like your material just like something to fall back on. Just like go out there and just start talking, do crowd work or whatever. And then when you run out of shit to say,
that's a good piece of advice.
fall back on your material, you know.
That's a good piece of advice.
Yeah, so I try and incorporate that sometimes, but a lot of the times, like, you know, I'm trying to work shit out that I've written, and 5 minutes is not a long time to do that. So like sometimes you just have to jump straight into it. But
yeah, man, that's not the thing. Yeah, I feel like there's a hole that needs to be filled right now in Houston, and that's like a 10-minute mic.
Yeah.
'Cause since there hasn't been a 10-minute mic, I've been noticing it's like there have been comics that have been putting in all this work and everything, and they need more than 5 minutes for like for their material to work.
Mhm.
They're having to do it incomplete pieces again and again. And it's like if they just had like a 10-minute spot somewhere, because there's no 5-minute shows.
Mhm.
What 5-minute show is there? You know what I mean? They're all
Right.
10-minute spots. We're not doing guest spots anymore. So it's just like a fucking.
Mhm.
There needs to be somewhere where they're able to make it all connect and make sense. But it's like I'm not able to do that these days. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like one thing is it's like fucking. Are we talking about local mics here and shit?
I guess.
Okay, so like at Not So and everything, it's like certain people can go on and they're going on for like they can do like fucking Big Chris walked up to someone yesterday and he was like, "Oh, I just did 40 minutes at Not So." It's like, dude, you know the comics were waiting. It's like you came in, bumped in, and did 40 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? This is like crazy to me. Like, how the fuck do you do that? So there's certain people who are able to get that, like their time, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like not everybody needs to be able to build their thing. You know, not just people you're bumping on. So
Right.
it's like,
Right. I
that's
wish I
something
could have
we're
done
looking
40
into.
minutes of Not So last time I was there, because I fucking picked up heat big time at the very end.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like you finally get them on your side in like the last 2 minutes, and then suddenly you have to like go.
Yeah.
That sucks. It's like I just now like this crowd's like like hell yeah.
Yeah,
they're
I
on
just
board.
opened them up, you know?
Yeah, it's like I just did that for
Just
the next
broke
guy.
them in.
You just did that for the next guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, one thing though that's like I don't know why I'm smiling. I shouldn't be smiling. I am smiling. You know what? Fuck it. It's funny. Eric calls me. He's like, "Dude, it's good you didn't come out yesterday." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, Not So sucked." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "So there was, first of all, no one was there. Like, barely any comics, and then no people in the crowd. So Clemente was like doing it later. Like he's like, oh, we'll start it off 9:30 and stuff. And one thing about all the mics, if there are people there or not, you start it at 8, even if they're just comics. You just start the mic, right? Like they didn't do that yesterday, or they don't do that there, right? And yeah. Well, we can just like cut this part out. This is just me talking to you, right? Like this is just like something funny that Eric told me happened yesterday.
Sure. I
Yeah.
mean,
So fucking Eric's like, oh, like there was like nobody there. So Clemente comes up and he's like, what the fuck's going on? Where's this other mic? Where's this other mic? Like this like insecurity of like that there's another mic around. And everybody's like, yeah, everybody's a secret group. So people start getting up, trying to go to secret group. And he's like, no, you won't be able to get on over there. Sign up only. You know that, right? This, that. People still get up and go. And like, that's what was apparently like super fucking bad the last few fucking, you know, yes, you know. So and that's the thing. Not by bad. I'm not saying like crowd wise. I'm talking about like it's just like people just been like, you know, like
it's
too
run
late.
horribly.
It's run bad. It goes on too late, and then the people that bump in take too long. So it's like you're not able to hit
Not
up
only
other
that, but there's too
spots.
many people who bump in.
There's way too many people that bump in. Like yeah.
If he tells you you're going up in 2 people, you're going up in 7 people.
Yeah. No, now I just like fucking like I feel bad because I don't go to Not So very often, you know that. But Marlo will just bump me on. I just tell him, I'm like, hey, can you just like throw me on? I don't.
Yeah, he does that for me too.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's just like, but that's the thing. If you're just gonna do that for everyone, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's bad for like
Yeah.
I listen to like.
I don't
people,
blame anyone leaving that place. You know.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's impossible to get on, and like I used to be waiting, and I didn't want to ask for that. I don't want to be like, hey, can you throw me on? But the fact that it's like I have to, it's just like, dude, like I want to go on and get this over with. You know, it's like on a Monday night. It's like I have work and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like on a Wednesday night, I go, so I've worked Thursday.
Also, you know, Monday night's probably one of the worst days to do comedy. You know.
Yeah, you know, like the Rudyard's mic used to be really good on Mondays. I don't know what happened to it now. Now it hasn't been like packed and shit. Like, well, I haven't. It used to be the shit last year. It used to be like the people used to tell me like when I was new in comedy, they would be like, "Oh, the Rudd's open mic, treat it like a show," you know.
Yeah.
They used to tell me that. You're laughing. Yeah. But no, and then I used to get like nervous about it and shit. But now I fucking like I haven't signed up for it in like months. But like I'll sometimes go there to have a drink and I'll just walk upstairs and there'll be like 2 or 3 people sitting in the crowd. Yeah. Having some technical difficulties here with Adam. Adam has shoved an entire microphone in his anus.
Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, the blood.
Oh god, the blood.
Jesus.
It's like, are you a Crip or a Blood? Well, according to my bleeding anus. I'll let it do all my speaking.
According to the amount of blood flying out of, geysering out of my fucking asshole.
Yes, I like this microphone.
It's a good microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just holding it like a fucking fight announcer. Hold it upside down.
Here we go.
It's like weighing about 450 pounds.
Weighing in at 4 million pounds.
Like,
your mom.
Your mother. Yeah. Cool, man.
I think that's a good way to end this. A your mom joke.
On a your mom joke.
On a your mom joke.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've hit rock bottom.
We've definitely hit rock bottom, alright.
Time to smoke crack, guys. All right.
Yeah. Thanks
Adios.
for having me.
For the 3 people that are listening, drop your Instagram.
Who are the 3 people?
Who? I don't know, bro.
Whoever they are in the future.
Yeah, I don't know, I
The
guess.
first 3 people to ever listen to this.
Russell Peters, everybody.
Russell Peters, everybody.